guys. Okay, so thank you so much for being here, and we are here with another collective tarot reading. Okay, so I pulled your current energies, and I got the Mystic, the Mirror. Oh my god, I just realized. The Mystic, the Mirror, the Mentor, all M's. Interesting. MMM. The Thread. This is the only one that's not an M card. Interesting. We've got 43, Overwhelm and Plenty with Overflow. And number 9, Dances on One Foot, Balancing Act. Okay, so I was first tapping into your energy, and I felt like I saw like a lot of darkness around, and then I saw this firefly like flying right in front of your face, and I saw you like trying to grab it, and then once you grabbed onto the firefly, it illuminated like everything for you. So there's something here about an answer that is a question that you have, or a concern, or something you don't know the answer to, and there's something about an answer being illuminated to you. And it's like, it reminds me of like, okay, so like, I don't know why, because I saw this before I pulled these cards. So this is a butterfly, or a moth, I think, I don't know. And it has that little orange light in the middle, and then there's like darkness all around. There's something about eyes as well. And then this card also like looks very similar to me, and it's like darkness and then like this light that's being illuminated. And there's something about you digging deep to find this answer, and maybe something that you feel like you can find outside of you, but it's already inside you. There's something about digging in to yourself and finding this answer. I also felt super called to do this reading like right away, and I usually don't listen to that because I'm like, I don't want to post right now, I'll post later. Like, I don't want to record right now, I'll record later. And it was like, I felt like I had to post, like I had to record. And I don't know if there's something that you're feeling like you have to do, and maybe this is about listening to that call, but like there's an answer that you don't know, and it's like, seek it inside. There's something about seeking something inside you. And there was something else. Winds of change. There's something about the winds of change that are coming, and I saw grass kind of flowing around, like, and there's something about maybe stepping out into nature a little bit more. And also I was getting like imagination as healing. And there's something about when you catch this firefly, when you get this answer, when you find this treasure that's been buried deep inside you, there's something about, oh god, I lost my train of thought again. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, healing is instantaneous. Okay, and I always think of like healing is never instant, right? Like, I always think of like healing as like taking a long time, and like but there's something about this illumination of this answer that is like instant healing. And Spirit wants you to trust that when you find this answer that you are searching for, that it is instantly healing you. There's something about DNA upgrades that are coming through now. Fire is also something that I feel like is being really, really important in eyes. Again, there's something that you're going to be seeing that you haven't seen. An answer that's being given to you by Spirit, like, and again, the way you will do this is by meditating. And there's something about getting really still and listening. And also, here's the thing. So this is, Spirit wanted me to share this before. So when I first started getting all of this information, right, I was not like super spiritual for a long time, until like 4 years ago, really 4 or 5 years ago. It's kind of like when it really started kind of becoming more, becoming like a thing for me. And at first I started seeing like with the trees, like the trees started kind of like, I could see the essence of the trees behind what the trees were. So I could see like little lights and stuff, and like really like the beauty of the tree, like the lights in the tree, and like it was really beautiful. So then I started, but like of course like in the beginning you're gonna doubt what you see, right? And this is where I think Spirit wants me to talk about this, is like, whatever you see, there's something about doubt that is keeping you from seeing the rest of what you need to see. And it's like making sure, like, when you do this, right, if you want to do this, it's all up to you. If you want to do this, whatever you're seeing, do not doubt it. There's something about judgment coming through here, and like, try not to judge what you're seeing. Try not to be like, oh, that can't be possible because like it doesn't make sense because of this, or I can't, this, that's just ridiculous. Why would I be even getting that? Like, right? That is how you open the doors to spirituality. That's how you open the doors even to just seeing what you need to see, is by like not placing doubt and judgment on what you're seeing. There's something about being very non-judgmental, being very curious, being really open to what you are seeing when you meditate. And it's also about like letting it go where it needs to go. And again, like it's kind of like a learned thing. Sometimes you have to like practice. There's something about practice that's coming through here, but it's like the owl is like calling to me right now, and the owl is like all seeing wisdom right to me. And there's something wise that is trying to be birthed through you, and it is asking to be seen. And I feel like you're in a gestation period where you're like, something is being born inside of you. And I feel like some of your gifts could be coming out. I was getting so much earlier, like lucid dreaming. Oh, there's the high priestess in the bottom of the deck. Yeah, in the world. There's something about lucid dreaming that was coming through here. Some of you could have like extremely strong lucid dreams recently, or just about to be happening. Extremely strong lucid dreams. I don't know why my hair is just making me upset. Also something was coming through about laughter, like laughing at yourself kind of maybe being more playful with the seriousness of whatever situation you're in. There's something about a situation being very serious, and there's something about needing to look at it in a different light, but also needing to be more playful with it. Maybe use like, okay, so we all have archetypes, right, in us. We have the Empress, the Emperor, we have the Hierophant, we have the High Priestess, right? And there's something about going about your day and using that energy to, like, using a different energy than you normally do to like look at the situation that you're looking at and approaching it from a different perspective. Like strength is coming through here again. So like whatever way you usually approach a situation, there's something being asked of you to look at it through a different lens, look at it with a different part of yourself, look at it with maybe more vulnerability, and again, non-judgment, like doubt, and confidence is kind of there, but that comes after. There's something about seeing this through a different lens, and it's one of way more like love and compassion and unconditional understanding, and a higher self perspective is what I'm hearing. Okay, let's see what's up with the mystic, because there's something that's being born in you. There's something that's asking to be seen, asking to be born. Distraction again. We got the Lovers. We've got the Page of Wands. Give me one more. Okay, two more. Page of Cups and Knight of Wands. I'm getting a couple things here. The Lovers. We got Gemini energy, which I was feeling earlier, so that's funny. There's something about a different part of you that is forming inside you, okay? There's something about a different part of you that's forming inside of you that is coming alive, that is very different than maybe what you felt before in yourself, what you looked at yourself with. And this is about letting that part have air. It's funny because, like, I swear, I was in here, I was trying to do a reading, I was so hot, and I was like trying to open this window, and I was like, dude, I need air, like I'm so hot. And there's something about letting air in, okay? Like letting in air to breathe. And it's almost like, I don't know if you've approached situations with more of like a stern understanding of like, this is the way it goes and this is the way that it is, and there's not really any other way to look at it, right? And it's about asking that kind of part of you that has taken care of you and probably been very like helpful, to kind of stand to the side just a little bit, to open your mind, because there's an opening of your mind that's being asked of you, and it will help your relationships. I'm not saying it won't, because I definitely see, obviously the Lovers here is your relationship, but the Lovers is a choice, okay? And there's something about letting this part of you that has been asking to come out, letting it breathe and letting it have air and letting it be, and being like open to it. There's something about opening yourself up to what's being born inside of you that could be very uncomfortable. The distraction again. It's like whatever is asking to be looked at and to be seen and to be held and to be like breathe life into, like whatever part is being asked for that to happen. Oh God, it's so hard. Because I feel like there's so much that is surrounding you that may make this difficult to do in the moment. I don't know. I just feel like a lot of things are kind of like maybe vying for your attention. I don't know. I get this work energy a little bit. There's a lot of things that are vying for your attention. And so like, this is about creating a space, a time for yourself to open to this part that's being born. And this is not, I'm not asking you to do something that, I'm not even asking you this. I'm not asking you to do something that is not already being asked of internally by your soul. There's something about a soul's calling. Like your soul is calling you to look at this, okay? And your soul's calling you to breathe life into this other part of you that has been maybe hidden, that has been maybe not so known. And it feels very mystical. It feels very like, and I'm not saying, like, if you're not spiritual, like, or if you don't really resonate with like spirit and spirituality, what way can you look at it? I don't know, I'm getting abundance here. I'm getting a magician energy. I'm getting like an awakening. But like, what way can we don't even have to look at it as spiritual, right? Like it could just be a part of you that's asking to be seen and going into meditation and trying to see what that is and being open to what you see. Like, again, this is asking you to be open to what you're seeing. And because it's like there is the Knight of Wands, right, is wanting to move in to the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands, which is into the Lovers. And there's something about a choice that needs to be made. You are at a crossroads. There's something about a choice that needs to be made, possibly with a relationship that's around you that you want to go for. And it could be, again, there's that distraction. Also, slow down, because I feel like that was another message that was coming through. I was just like trying to speed through this whole thing. And there's something about like not speeding through this process. But again, the Knight of Wands is a really fast card. And so, you know, there is something in you that is wanting to move, okay? Wanting to move, wanting to give something to, like you want to give something to somebody or something. You want to give energy to something or somebody or something. And this is this, and again, it's like, again, it's like the part of you that's inside of you that's being asked to be seen. It's like directly related also outside of you in some way in a relationship that's asking to be moved into in a deeper way or just in a new way in general. There's something about that. It's really interesting. It's kind of very complicated. The Mirror. See what the Mirror is. Two of Wands, planning. Two of Swords. Wow. Okay. I was like, wow, that's like a double decision right there. Two of Wands, Two of Swords. What's up with that? Four of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Four of Cups in reverse with Temperance on the bottom of the deck. There's a decision that needs to be made. Something that you don't want to reject. Because the Four of Cups upright is like feeling dejected, wanting to reject things, being very like, almost, I kind of feel like it's almost like a depression card. What is this? What is this decision about, Spirit Guides? What is this decision about? Death. Scorpio energy coming out. Anything else? The Hanged Man and the King of Pentacles. Hanged Man and King of Pentacles. There's a decision that you've been holding off. There's a transformation, okay, that is happening. There's a decay. I'm seeing a decay. There's a decay that's happening that you are... Decay. There's something that's dying, okay? There's something that's dying. There's something that's asking to be surrendered. It could have to do with a job. It could have to do with stability in some way, but you are there's a pausing energy. There's like a, oh wait, the Hangman came out upright and not reversed, which means that you've reached, okay. So what does this mean? This means you know this. This means that you've done a lot of digging into understanding what this is. And there's something about stability coming through, a change in your stability, a drastic transformational change that's in your stability, but it's internal, but it looks more externally. Okay, there's a decision that you need to make. There's a decision that's wants to be made about not rejecting death, not rejecting transformation, seeing something from a new perspective about your stability. I don't know. It's really hard. I don't know why it's really hard to see. There's something about this that's hard to accept. Okay, that's what I'm getting. There's something about this that's hard to wow, I was gonna say expect. Accept. Why is it under the Mirror card, Spirit? Why is it under the Mirror card? There could be somebody outside of you that is going through something similar. The Ten of Pentacles. It's all about stability. Somebody that's a Tower. somebody is mirroring you, okay? There's something outside of you that is mirroring what you're going through right now. And I'm seeing 10 of Cups, although you got 10 of Pentacles. There's something about your stability that's changing while somebody else's happiness is, their 10 of Cups is deeply going through a transformation, and your 10 of Pentacles is deeply going through a transformation. I don't know why that is very specific, so that might not resonate for some of you, but there is something about your stability that is going through a decay. And I'm not talking about just stability. It's like anything like job. We're talking about 10 of Pentacles is like job, long-term jobs, like career. We're talking about resources. We're talking about anything that you put a lot of energy into. We could even be talking about family here, okay? There's something about a deep transformation and a decay of some part of your, I'm hearing work life or family life, could be both, that's deeply going through a transformation that's asking to be surrendered. There's something that you're surrendering that you have held on to for stability. Financial security could be for some of you. There's a deep transformation going through in like that area. And for somebody else outside of you, there's a deep transformation for them going through their 10 of Cups, which is like also family, but it also could be like love relationships in general. So there's something about that, like a mirroring happening through you and somebody else. This is really interesting. All right, let me go with thread. What's the thread that's being felt? 4 of Swords. Something about deep healing here. The thread is about healing. King of Swords. King of Swords. What else? Oh, the Empress. There's something healing. This crown on the King of Swords is really getting to me. I feel like I'm getting Emperor energy as well. There's something healing with your masculine and your feminine energies, but it has to do with your logical thoughts and your mother, and like how you mother yourself or your mothering instincts. There's something about mothering here that's going through there's some thread that's being pulled. What? I don't get this. What else? Tell me something else. What is this thread? 8 of Wands. There's some movement that you want to make. Movement towards what? What's the thread movement towards? I was gonna say the sword. Interesting. I don't know why I almost said that. I was thinking Saturn, and then I was looking at the World card, and I put them together and said sword. Interesting. There's something, I don't know why this is coming through. So I absolutely love the movie Thumbelina, and it has been like Thumbelina. I don't know if you guys probably know what that is. It's on YouTube for free if you haven't seen it. So I'm obsessed with that movie right now, because it just, I don't know, I just really feel like there's something about it that comforts and soothes me. Anyways, whatever, not about me. My point is that in the movie, she's walking down the aisle to marry this guy that she does not want to marry. And she's walking down the sword. And I feel like it was a sword of truth for her. And it's like, I see you guys wanting to walk down the sword of truth to get to a point to make a decision. But it's like the more you walk down the sword of truth, the more you gain, the more awareness you gain, and the more understanding you gain. And there's something about moving forward on this journey through this cycle, right? That is teaching you about yourself. It's teaching you about truth. It's teaching you about your own truth, which may directly oppose other people around you, which may directly oppose some certain parts of yourself that are not ready for that change. And there's something about wanting to move so deeply forward into a new cycle and follow this thread that you're feeling, right? And it reminds me of the firefly, because it, like the firefly, when it moves, right, it creates this thread. And there's something about, I just think it's so, I don't know why this reading is so poetic, but there's something about it being very poetic. Again, following the thread, and the thread is something small. It's not going to be super in your face, but it's going to call to you. And there's something about wanting to move, and every single step that you take on this sword of truth, right? Interesting. On this sword of truth, you will get deeper and deeper and deeper into your own truth and your own understanding of things. And then at the end of the sword of truth, you're going to face a decision. And here's what I love about what she does, right? She is like, never. Like, I don't want this. Like, this is not what I want. I want to. And then she like runs towards the sun, right? She's like, sees the sun, and she's like running, and everyone's chasing her. And she's just like, because she's not stood up for herself during this whole movie. She's not like, everyone's kind of told her she should marry them and told her she should do this, and it's like almost like society like telling her how she should be and what she should go for and what she should value, right? And in this movie she's like, no, like I don't value that. Actually at the end she realizes, she's like, no, I just want to go home. Like I just want to go towards the sun. Like I don't want any of this. This is not me. It's not me. And there's something about wherever you're at right now, it may be comfortable, okay? But it's something about it is changing, and there's something about it that is not you. There's something about it that like feels not like for you anymore. And there's something, I swear, it's just like really actually kind of beautiful. And again, at the end of this decision, right? You may be called to make the decision that you maybe have always made. And there's something about you not doing that anymore. What am I seeing on the bottom of the deck? Nine of Wands. Because you're wounding, right? We make decisions sometimes because of our wounding, and this is about you not making that decision again. This is about you changing the course of fate, is what I'm hearing. Like some deep stuff, guys. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune now. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, what's the Mentor? Ten of Cups. Interesting. There's the Ten of Cups. Interesting. I wonder if the mirror is right here. Libra energy coming out. We got Justice. Ten of Cups. Justice. What's this Mentor? Who's this Mentor? What is this? The Aquarius, the Star. That's funny. Okay. Oh man. All right. So Libra and Aquarius. Interesting. So there's somebody around you. The Mentor could be the mirror. Okay. There's somebody around you that is shining a light. That's what I'm seeing. Shining a light. It could be a spirit guide. It could be a person. It just depends. Put where you fit it. Put it where you fit it. Put it where it goes. There's something about this person that is like going to the beat of their own drum. I'm saying that so. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Moving to the beat of their own drum. Okay, so what Aquarius energy is, it's like rebellious. It's it sees what society needs before it gets it, okay? And there's something about whoever this Mentor is for you is somebody that's doing things that are not the norm. It may look funny to a lot of people what this person does. And there's something about, how do I say this? Well, because we got balancing on one foot, okay? Dances on one foot. And then we have Libra energy, which is all about balance. So there's something about, and we have the Ten of Cups here, which I said that they were going through. They were having a deep rebalancing. You're having a deep rebalancing of your Ten of Pentacles. And also this Mentor could be you too. So like put it where it goes, okay? This person's rebalancing their Ten of Cups, what makes them actually happy internally, and who makes them happy, right? And where they put their energy into, and who they put, what cups they put their energy into, okay? And what relationships, right? And I don't know why I'm talking about this. It's interesting. I feel like the death process, I'm hearing the death process goes all around a circle. I don't know. It's weird. The Star, right? The Star is all about hopes and dreams, okay? So this Mentor is going after their hopes and dreams, may not look like the norm of society, is rebalancing their Ten of Cups, has a higher perspective, and is very wise, okay? And there's something about you mirroring this Mentor, or this Mentor mirroring you, and vice versa, but you're both going through a death process. But there's something about that. I don't know why it's important. I don't know why that's important here. Because it's interesting. So I feel like this person helps you see things very differently. And I think that because I feel this fondness from the Mentor towards you, there's something about the Mentor saying, well, that I see that too. Like, I feel that too. Again, you're mirroring each other, okay? So anything that you feel, it's going to be mirrored back to you from this other person. And there's something about a relationship here where you're seeing yourself through them and being triggered. Some of you could be very triggered by this person as well. But that's because it's something that's triggering in you that needs to heal. or that just needs to be looked at, or that needs to be loved more, or needs to be accepted more. There's something about, I feel like you're like a little bit like, I don't know about that energy. But like, I feel like whoever this mentor person is, it's funny because now it's like turning into a relationship reading, which I think is really weird. There's something about this mentor that's like, gosh, I don't know what the heck I was going to say. There's something about confusion, under the moon, not knowing how they feel. There's something about that coming through here. I just feel a super amount of fondness from this mentor towards you, towards the mirror, towards the mystic. Because it's funny because we have the mystic, we have the mentor, we have the mirror, we have the thread. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting lost. You may be getting lost in this. All right, let's move on. Okay, the other thing that was coming through was dances on one foot. So there may be again, okay, so here we go. So there's a part of your life, okay, that you may be feeling very imbalanced in, or worried about feeling imbalanced in soon, okay? So like, if, let's just use an example. So if you're feeling like you're afraid about, like, let's say you're gonna get a new job, okay? And you have to let go of this old job, right? Because that part of your life may feel imbalanced, there's something about having all the other parts of your life, like family, relationships, friends, all like extracurricular activities, mental health, whatever, however you want to put it, having those areas extremely balanced so that when you dance on your one foot and have to go through this balancing act in this one area of your life, you feel like held by your other parts of your life because they're balanced. So there's something about getting your affairs in order. That's what I'm hearing. Getting your affairs in order. There's something about getting your affairs in order to help you move through this in the way that you want. Okay. This reading got all over the place, but I hope it made sense to you. I know that, so the relationship stuff can get a little bit difficult for me because sometimes I'm like, is it reversed? Like, am I saying it right? So if I made it confusing, I apologize. I hope it made sense to you. But what is going to be most helpful, Spirit? I want to pull, what do I want to pull, Spirit Guides? That again. Okay, what's going to be, just pull it open. All right. What's going to be most helpful for you is getting back to integrity, lost compass. So there's something about calibrating your compass. Getting back to integrity, lost compass, and many masks, the authentic self. So yeah, again, I pulled it again. Many masks, the authentic self. This is all about you getting back to your authentic self. This is all about you getting back to what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel like you're in alignment. There's something about alignment coming through here, and what is going to help you with your soul. I think the most logical advice I gave you was making sure that other parts of your life are balanced and getting your affairs in order and feeling very stable in a lot of different areas of your life, so that when you have this one area of your life kind of move or transition, because there's like a transition that needs to happen, that you don't feel like you're lost, like the lost compass, like getting back to integrity. It's like making sure that the whole of your life feels balanced, so that when you have this one area of your life that goes off balance, that it doesn't feel so heavy, is what I'm getting. But you want to make the move. And again, go down the sword of truth. The more that you move, the more truth you will get. I'm sorry, I hear my children. The more truth you will get, and you will get your answer. Again, the firefly, right? The thread. You're pulling on a small amount of something to get to somewhere else, and it's going to be difficult to see what that is, and it's going to be difficult to get the answer, but you're going to get the answer. There's something about you're getting there, you're almost there, like you're almost to the end of the sword of truth. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, this was so like deep and all over the place. I hope it made sense, and I hope I helped. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.